If you brought a personal injury lawsuit or a medical malpractice case, and now let's say you suffered a fractured femur, a fractured leg, and now you heard that somebody in your neighborhood settled a fractured femur case for $1 million. Does that mean that your case is worth $1 million? Would you like to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I'm sitting here in the car waiting for my wife to come back as I share with you the answer to that question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. The answer is maybe yes, but more likely maybe no. Now, why do I say that? What you heard is that someone in your neighborhood suffered a fractured femur and was able to bring a lawsuit and was able to settle that case for $1 million. What you didn't know was the age of that particular person. What you didn't know is the circumstance upon which this person suffered that particular injury. Was it a result of a fall? Was it a car accident? Was it medical malpractice? All of those factors can have an impact on the amount that that person recovered. Was this a man? Was this a woman? Was this a long-distance runner? Was this a professional marathon runner? That makes a difference. Did this person lose income as a result of their particular injury? You may not have lost any income because you may be retired. This person may have lost significant income because of this injury. They may be 25 years old. They may be 30 years old. Now, as a result of that injury, they may not be able to work for X number of months or years. Or you don't even know if that person was permanently disabled and now unable to work for the rest of their life. Whereas you, on the other hand, are retired and no longer have that income that now you have to replace. Where was this case venued? In other words, where was this action pending? Was it in New York County? Was it in Kings County in Brooklyn? Was it in Manhattan? Was it in the Bronx? Was it in Nassau County on Long Island? Was it in Suffolk County, also on Long Island? Where the case is venued makes a difference as well. At what stage in the litigation did this actually take place? Was this done during the pretrial litigation phase, or was it done at trial? It makes a difference. So simply because you heard that somebody in the neighborhood settled the case for $1 million for a fractured femur does not necessarily mean that your particular case with the same type of injury is worth the same amount of money. There are a lot of other factors that go into deciding how much your case is actually worth. So why do I really share this with you? I share this with you because so many people have the misperception and misunderstanding that if they hear about somebody with a similar injury and now they hear that that person has settled that particular case, they think, oh, wow, my case is worth that much. Or if somebody in a different state has that type of injury and you hear what they settled their case for or what a jury came back and gave them as full and fair compensation, you have in your own mind, hey, I suffered the same type of injury, so therefore my case should be worth at least as much as what this person went ahead and settled their case for. But the reality is quite different. Every case is totally different, so that even though you may have suffered a fractured femur, guess what? There's so many factors even within the same county, within the same state, that determine whether or not your case is worth more, less, or the same. I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen in New York and you are thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.